welcome back to Diecast Duels. Today we have the Tarmac Works versus the Hot Wheels Pagani Zonda R in the battle for Zonda R supremacy. Who will reign supreme? In our blue square we have Tarmac Works. In our red square we have Hot Wheels Mainline. Let's get into the duel and find out who will win. Round 1. Proportions and casting. So, starting from the blue square with the Tarmac Works. Our proportions here are perfect 1/64th scale. They look amazing. We have this wider in the back kind of look with the skinnier up front and more narrow up front, which is pretty accurate to the Zonda R. We have our mirrors on both sides. We have a very nicely detailed interior inside there. Everything is metal except for our rear wing here, which is plastic, and then pieces of this. Actually, I believe this is metal. Our mirrors are plastic. They are a little bit fragile. Our hood scoop is plastic. But other than that, I believe everything is metal. Maybe these intakes here are going to be plastic. Our rear diffuser here, piece of the base, which is metal. And then we have some inserts for our exhaust and kind of vents. Meanwhile, from the red square Hot Wheels offering, we have proportions that look good, but are not truly 1/64th. They are a little bit squished as far as the lengthwise. And then from the top view, you'll see that we don't have any change in width. Our width is the same in the back as it is up front, but it's not distracting to look at. It's not horrible. If we put them side by side here, you'll notice the Tarmac is a little bit longer, and it is a little bit wider as well. As far as the casting goes, though, for the Hot Wheels, we have a metal wing. We have basically everything metal except for our plastic roof piece here, as well as these little intakes over here are plastic, and then everything attached to the base, like our splitter and diffuser. Other than that, though, our details are mostly casted in. Let's get a few more comparison shots just so you can get a good idea of how they look next to each other. So taking the point for the proportions and casting, it's going to go to the Tarmac Works. There's no real reason the Hot Wheels had to be so off with the proportions, although it's not distracting or bad looking in any way. It's clearly not as well defined as the Tarmac Works is. The Tarmac Works also has this amazing detail inside, whereas our Hot Wheels has no kind of interior work at all, at least not on this mainline version. Perhaps future premium releases will be different. Round 2 brings us to our paint and details. So, putting them side by side, first things we can see is the Tarmac Works is actually more of a black color, whereas the Hot Wheels is kind of a matte gray color. I actually think the Hot Wheels is slightly better colored, but we do have, at the moment, plenty more color choices for the Zonda R if the casting is all that you care about. However, though, our tricolore on both sides here, tricolore flag going down the top here, is more defined on the Tarmac Works with a little bit of a white outline. We also have the R on the roof scoop, as well as the Pagani logo on the windshield, which is not present on the Hot Wheels. And moving on to our rear wing, we have the three-colored Pagani logo versus the single color. From the sides here, we actually have very similar, except for our Zonda R placement. One has it at the bottom and one has it more in the center. The other thing the Tarmac Works has is it does have a logo for the Pirelli P0 tires, whereas Hot Wheels obviously does not. Up front here, we have teeny tiny little headlights on the Tarmac, whereas they're not painted on the Hot Wheel. However, the Hot Wheel does have this little tow hook casted into the base, whereas the Tarmac Works doesn't have that, interestingly. If we flip them behind here, you'll see the Tarmac Works has colored exhaust. It also has a Zonda R badge, as well as our taillights and reflectors, which are not present on the Hot Wheels at all. So bringing round 2 to a close, the winner of this round is once again going to be the Tarmac Works. Round 3, we have the price. This original release of the Tarmac Works was about $15 when it first hit the market, and I think that's a pretty good price for the level of detail that you get. However, this Hot Wheels version over here is about $1.25, and that's also a good price for the level of detail that you get. So it really comes down to which one are you more comfortable with. Do you want more details, or do you want a just Zonda R? Overall, though, with how easily available the Hot Wheels is, and the fact that it is almost 15 times lower in cost, Hot Wheels is going to take the price category. Round 4, roll test. So both models can roll. The Tarmac Works can roll. The Hot Wheels can roll. But if rolling is all you're really seeking, the Hot Wheels rolls significantly better. So in terms of the better rolling, Hot Wheels will take the round. However, both models do, in fact, roll. So that means it's now time to pick a winner. Both teams took 2 of the 4 rounds, which means we have a tie. So which one should you get? Well, that depends on what you're really looking for, I guess. If you want the most detailed Zonda R and you don't care about the price, the Tarmac Works is for you. If you're on more of a budget, or you just don't need all the details that you could possibly want jam-packed into your 1/64th, the Hot Wheels is definitely for you. If you're like me, though, you're going to get both and enjoy the best of both worlds, because when you already have the masterpiece that is the Tarmac Works, why not go ahead and throw in a track-friendly Zonda R that you can play with a little bit more, or just have some fun with? Either way, I don't think you can go wrong with getting these Zonda Rs. If you don't have a Tarmac Works model in your collection, I think that this is probably the best option to start with, is getting a Zonda R. And if you're a more premium collector and you don't have many Hot Wheels in your collection, I don't think the Zonda R from Hot Wheels is a bad offering. You might find that it fits just nicely into your more premium collection. And that's going to wrap up this Diecast Duel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me which one you own. Tell me which one you would like to own. Or tell me if you have them both. Let me know what your overall thoughts on this particular model from each company are. And make sure you guys hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more Diecast Duels or reviews. I will see you in the next video.